Hi everybody, Angel Arts here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Back to the Future, the game. In our last episode, we figured out when to find Doc Brown in 1931, so we're just gonna be looking for more clues.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Shark?
Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Coming soon to the Essex Theater. Eastern, okay. Homalio Sons. Shoeshine. Stationer's Door. Not hiring.
You gonna buy anything?
Stay Sober Society.
No.
Then get out, boss.
Aw. Speakeasy ruined.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Yeah, you've got some explaining to do, Doctor. Law offices.
Hello?
No solicitors.
Bank of
Italy?
Bank of Italy? Today's special, yesterday's soup. Nice. Can I go through the bank doors?
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
I need to get money. Wow, look at Hill Valley. Soup kitchen under new management. Oh. Okay. It's reserved for charity. Hi. Oh.
McFly!
Oh,
Biff?
Tannen.
Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you,
Grandpa.
Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river.
Oh, we
You
wouldn't want that.
would you?
Oh, of course not.
Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup.
Butthead to you.
Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid, I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it.
Time to meddle.
Now scram!
You got it, boss.
Time to meddle.
Don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
So that just happened. Guy.
Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Yes. Oh. Okay.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
I'll talk to the guy in a second. I want to see if I can... Hey, you.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Q-Ball? That's his name?
Okay. Hey!
Alright. I want to see what else is out here.
Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. Come for the soup, stay for the salvation.
Oh, there's the police station.
Doc!
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 What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
We don't?
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
To be
So
executed.
basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you got some
you
explaining
might
to
wanna
do.
hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
Let's go back in time. Let's make a stand. Let's talk to the gangsters.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow?
Yeah.
They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
True.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
That would cause a
Don't even
paradox.
think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past
Right.
might never
Paradox.
happen, resulting in a paradox of
Right.
continuum shattering proportions.
Exactly.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc. And you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What?
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Oh, great.
Wait a minute, Doc.
Young Doc.
You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Nice.
Precisely.
Nice. What about
Won't
this?
talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
But that still changes. It's okay. You know what? It's okay. With this movie, with this universe, suspension of disbelief. There's already so many holes, even in the movies, which I admit to, but doesn't matter. Suspension of disbelief.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Oh, this is so great and weird at the same time.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Nice.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
You remembered that? Oh. Don't look at me. I'm just the guy that sort of took out one of your cops in the road
I
after
guess I better
speeding.
get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
All right, we've got a plan.
Psst, Doc.
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
That's nice.
I
of
gotta
you.
admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides,
Yes.
I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Teenagers. Oh, Jules and Vern are teenagers now. I'm thinking we probably will run into them. Possibly not in this episode, but hopefully in a future episode we'll run into Jules and Vern and Clara. That would be really awesome.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer in 2011.
Nice.
Forget I said anything.
Nice. 2011, which is the year after this game was released. That's clever.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
Oh,
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Right. Don't mess things up with your family timeline again.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
How do you remember this phone number after 50 years?
It's a mnemonic
I
for a
still
dirty
remember
punchline I
mine.
learned when I was 12. Now, get to the soup kitchen and find out where I am.
I still remember my childhood phone number, actually. Back in the day when we still remembered phone numbers, because nowadays I don't remember anyone's phone numbers because it's just stored on my cell phone. But yeah, I still remember my childhood phone number. Quite vividly.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
Right.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yes.
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine.
What?
One that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
What?
I
What?
found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
Heavy.
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Or, I mean, you could have explained it by just saying you recreated it again. I mean, you're Doc Brown. You could have just built it again. But okay, sure. The lightning struck, making a duplicate. Okay, fine, whatever.
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual. You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
Touché. Alright.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein.
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. He almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
That must. Now I'm pretty convinced that that woman has something. Something about that woman caused all of this mess. I bet you she was the one. The woman was the one in charge of the burning of the speakeasy. The problem is we can't convict her because then we would change history, and that can be really dangerous. If we convict her and she ends up in jail, then it could be possible for Marty to never have met her to find out how to go back in time, and that would have caused a paradox. Yeah, so we can't do that. Alright.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Yes, well, things are heavy right now.
Hill Valley Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931.
HVPD.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
I'm his nephew, Harry Callahan, or whatever I named myself. I bet I have to remember that next time, just to keep my appearances up. Alright, soup kitchen it is. Pipe? Pipe? What's with the pipe?
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
That'll probably be important for some reason. Because otherwise, why would you be able to interact with it? Counterflap. Oh!
Kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Did not expect that. Okay. Right. Right.
What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Alright, alright. Man with the gun, just stay on his good side. Guy over here is still here. There's the phone. We're gonna use that to call. I wanna talk to this guy.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. I better not talk.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get through that. Alright, well I'm gonna call.
There's no way I'm gonna keep.
Inscriptions.
Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, "How long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine." Eli should mind his own business.
Telephone.
Brown residence.
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse.
Clerking
He's
duties?
calling.
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Alright. To the courthouse. We have a lead. Where's Einstein? He's kind of just wandering off. I don't remember where the courthouse was. Would it be near the police station? I don't know. Come on, Marty. Let's go, Marty. Police station. Do you know where the courthouse is, Doc? I don't remember seeing it.
Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
So, according to the British guy on the phone,
British
you're
guy.
working at the courthouse.
Of course. In the summer of '31, my father made me work as a junior clerk.
That doesn't sound like any fun.
I hated every minute of it. My father was, strict. In any event, you should head over to the courthouse right away and introduce yourself to me.
What does a law clerk do anyway?
Horrible paper shuffling task, but that's unimportant. Get yourself to the courthouse and find me.
Alright.
Hang in there, Doc.
Let's get to the courthouse. Come on, Marty. I don't remember seeing it, though. Should I cross the street this way? Can I go up to the... Oh, cool. I can go up to the Hill Valley Clock Tower. Bank of Italy. Oh. Oh, Einstein. That's where you went. I was wondering.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Courthouse. Eastern Auto Sales. Get up to the clock tower. Courthouse. Oh, the clock tower is the courthouse. Oh, great.
Touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Hey, that's Doc. That's Emmett Brown.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
No, you said
Brown,
Harry. It's
but I'm
Harry.
a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Wow.
Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inverse.
Wow. Doc Brown is a teenager.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Wow. That means Doc was, if he was a teenager in 1931, that means in 1985 he was, in his 60s at least? 60 something? Mid 60s? Mid to late 60s? Late 60s, I think. Mid to late 60s. There's. Get him. Emmett.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Whoa, what happened to this? Everything turned black.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
What's with the sudden eclipse? The sudden eclipse that's appearing every now and then. Every time I ask him a question.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which
Really?
is law, but I don't believe you.
Law? Really?
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Oh, great.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad tell you that?
Every
future.
morning.
Apparently, obviously, you're not really into your law stuff. It's kind of interesting because my husband now, I can say that, my husband, I think his dad was in law, and his dad was encouraging him, not this strictly, but he was encouraging him to get into law, but he really didn't. Law wasn't really his thing. He much preferred doing something else, and I'm glad that he's doing something a lot that he's happier with, because I think that's important.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
I hear you're working on a rocket drill.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Yeah, right, sure. Okay. Good. Go inside the law.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Well, no. I'm gonna be the inverse.
Emmett.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Come on, tell me about your rocket drill.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See?
MC
I don't know where you
squared.
got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong.
Good gosh. Doc.
Will be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational...
Listen to him babbling.
Wait, is that even possible? Now if H stands for one-dimensional harmonicos.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
What? Come on, Doc. Come out of the scientific closet.
Well, no.
Come out of the scientific closet, Doc. Come on, you're a
Will you
scientist.
just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. No.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it. Oh, whoa.
What do I need to do to convince him? I can't show him...
Brown Estate,
Now,
Klondike 51038.
Harmonicos later, then naturally H to the A multiplied by the inversion of A.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people.
Alright.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
I can't show him the notebook because that will tell him about time travel. I can't show... Yeah, this will show him about time travel. That's not gonna work. Doc's notebook, photo of George McFly. There's gotta be something.
H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, that's fine.
I need help.
Force equals mass times acceleration, of course.
Where are you
That's
gonna go?
easy. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative?
Look
of
at,
the speed
listen to
relative
you.
the speed
You
of
are a
light?
scientist.
Oh, it comes back to H.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go see if the other Doc can give me a hint. Doc, help me out here. Your other self is being really difficult right now.
Psst, Doc! Well, I met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Your younger self sure mutters a lot. Seem really dedicated to the law.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
Well, there you go.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
There we go.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums.
Okay.
No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
Newtons and all
I
this
don't know,
stuff.
H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Right.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
The tape recorder. The tape recorder. Got it. Got it. Thank you, game. Thank you for that hint.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections.
Yeah, I
so I
figured that
carefully
much.
kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him. But right now, my younger self probably thinks he's been sent by my father to check up on me.
Okay.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's
Right.
working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
Right. Okay, but I know how to do that. I know how to do that. All right. So we're going to do that.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget, we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Yeah, I know. So we're going to do that in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other.